How's everybody doing? Yeah, I've met with quite a few teams. I've had a ton of formal and informal interviews. Uh, I can't really name all of them, but I've met with a lot of teams. So, no, I haven't met with the Cowboys yet. So, no, I haven't met with the Steelers either. Yes, I've actually, Bill Cowher came to two of our games this year. One of the best people I've ever met in my life. Just, an honor to even, be around him. He's an amazing person. So, yeah. Yeah, he came, so he got his jersey put in the Ring of Honor this year. So he came to a few of our games, gave the team some speeches, and, just hearing him talk, just, from what he went through to how he became who he became was a true inspiration. I mean, I think the linebacker is the quarterback of a defense. We have to know what's going on. We have to be in the pass game. We have to be in the run game. And I think it's literally one of the most important positions on the field. In today's culture, you have to be a linebacker that can be in the pass game as well as defend the run. So I think the versatility that we have to bring to this position, I don't think it's going anywhere for a long time. Yeah, this in the past we had a lot of older guys that we all split it up, but this year I think a lot of it weighed on me, if not all of it. And it was really important for me this year, turning into that vocal leader and becoming, just kind of the face of the program. I'm a little shy, from a country area, so I'm not used to it. But just getting out there this year and being the face, it was really cool for me, and just praise the Lord for that. I think it's football IQ. Understanding route concepts, understanding whether it's a condensed split, whether they're split out wide, just watching tape and understanding what's coming. I think talent and speed can only take you so far, but if you have that football IQ, understand route concepts that are coming behind you, and more importantly, understand what your defense is doing so you know where you have to be, know where the holes are. Yeah, I tell people all the time. I argue with so many guys because they want to talk about basketball, this and that. But wrestling instills a lot into you. Just when it comes to football itself, hand fighting. I think if I get my hands on you, you're coming to the ground. I understand leverage and torque. But wrestling's different. In football, if you mess up, you have 10 other guys to help you out. But in wrestling, you mess up, you're going on top of your head and you get embarrassed in front of your mom, your dad, your friends. So just that mentality and anger and aggression that it instills with you is. I've been wrestling since I was 4. So. Yeah. Yeah, everybody that I talk to, really loves that I was a wrestler, and that I wrestled, that I was a state champion wrestler. Credit to my parents for putting me in that when I was 4 years old. I was super hyper, so they had to put me into something, and it was just the best thing ever. Some of the best relationships, some of my greatest mentors come from the sport of wrestling. It'd be awesome. Just, being in the NFL itself with any team is going to be amazing. Like I said, praise the Lord for even getting me to this point. Wherever I end up and wherever I land, I'm just going to go try to be the best player that I can possibly be. Yeah, like I said, I think once I get my hands on you, you're coming to the ground, whether I just get a piece of cloth. I understand that, you can't move without your legs. I understand leverage. And, I think a lot of the times if I get my hands on you, you're coming to the ground. And, if I'm engaged in a block, I understand hand fighting and how to get off of that. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think the linebacker position is changing. It's not as, you don't have to be this 6'2", 250-pound A-gap linebacker. You guys see Fred Warner, Logan Wilson. They're amazing in pass coverage. Fred Warner just in the championship game going against Travis Kelce and doing an amazing job. As a linebacker in today's league, you're asked to do a lot in the pass game, and just being able to be athletic and, like I said, understanding route concepts and the football IQ. I think it's so important. I think that's something that I can bring to any team that wants to take me. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it comes from wrestling. I think a lot of it just comes, I grew up on a farm, a small town with 9,000 people. And, whoever I meet in that hole, wherever I meet you, I want to prove that I'm the bigger man, I'm the stronger man. And, if you beat me, I'm coming back 100 times. And, we're going to go until I win. And, that's just my mentality. I want to be the best on the field. I want to be the best in the world. And, that's something that my parents have instilled in me, that my coaches at NC State instilled in me. So, I love this game so much. So. Can you say that again? Yeah, so I met with the Bucks and it was informal. I've had a ton of informal meetings with a ton of teams, but not a formal one with them yet. But yeah, it was here. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, throughout my career, early in my career, I did have a lot of injuries, but these last 2 years, I've stayed really healthy. I put on some extra weight. I've really honed in on nutrition and maintenance programs to keep me healthy. I think what I have going on is going to let me play for a long time in the NFL. And I'm not scared of injuries. At the end of the day, they're inevitable, and I'm going to go play every single play like it's my last. And whatever happens, happens. What I have going right now for myself, whether it's, like I said, nutrition and my maintenance programs, I think I've sustained a good, formula to play for a long time in this league. It actually hasn't been as much as I thought it would be. When I went to the hospital yesterday, it actually wasn't a lot on me. So, I think the teams are pretty confident in what I've done these last 2 years. And I think that they believe my injuries are in the past and that I have a lot of football ahead of me. At NC State?
How could you contribute to a team, an NFL team looking to go all in?
Oh yeah, I mean whatever team picks me up, whatever team takes that chance on me, is willing to take me. I'm going to come in and I'm going to be whatever they need me to be, whether it's the best rookie linebacker in the league or it's the best special teams. Whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to come in with my head down. I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I'm going to try to do whatever I can to better a team. I think I just want to, prove that, the athletic ability is not just on the field. I think the 40, the vertical, the broad, I think that I'm going to have a really good day tomorrow. I'm just excited to continue to prove to everyone that I'm one of the most athletic linebackers to ever come through this combine, and, I'm looking to impress a lot of people tomorrow. I'm not going to put a number out there because you know how it goes. If you don't run that, people are going to be on you. But, I'm excited to go out there, and I'm just going to try to fly, trust my training, trust Matt Gates and Tony Villani, who I think are the two best in the business, and just continue to, trust my training and praise the Lord, and hopefully everything goes well for me. Yeah, I think it's just continuing to, learn football. I think a lot of the reason I had so much success these last 2 years is because of how much my football IQ improved. But now I'm going into a whole different world where I'm going to be playing against literally the smartest players to ever play the game. And, when I get into a NFL team, I'm going to find the closest vet that I can to me. And I'm going to model my routine after them. I'm going to get in the film room with them every single day because I don't believe that you can play fast until you know what's going on. And I personally believe once I know the defense like the back of my hand and my football IQ is where it needs to be, that I can be one of the best. I'm actually not too sure of what, I think I've had informals with them. I haven't had it formal with the Raiders yet, but I've definitely had informals. So. Yeah, I actually had a formal with them earlier this week. So, yeah, it's amazing. Just having a defensive mind as a linebacker coach, and being able to sit in there and just watch film with them, and credit to Coach Gibson at NC State. I know that our defense like the back of my hand, so just being able to showcase that I understand football, I'm able to pick up a defense. It was really cool to be in there with them. Yeah, first and foremost, just praise the Lord for letting me stay healthy. Like I said, my nutrition plan, my maintenance program with Justin Smith back in NC State, just understanding what it takes to play a whole season. I think when I was young, I was still in my high school mind, just playing ball on Saturday and then living my life. And, that's not who I am anymore. So, just putting it all in, everything that I do is for the Lord and for football. So, yes, ma'am. When back in 2020 when I had my shoulder problems, I was around 230, 232. But this year I played anywhere from 237 to 239. Just having that extra weight and not just doing normal workouts, doing different stuff that's able to keep the shoulders healthy, keep the knees healthy.
Peyton, what's your relationship with your brother? How often do you talk to him? What kind of advice has he given you along the way?
Yeah, I mean, me and my brother are as tight as it gets. It's just me and him. My brother plays for the Milwaukee Brewers, for people that don't know. And just the way that he goes about it. I mean, baseball money, I mean, it's money. So, but I mean, you would never know that if you didn't know he played baseball, you would never know. Gives all the credit to the Lord. Loves my family, loves us, and just the way that he's kind of went throughout this process, dealt with ups and downs. He lives 10 minutes from my parents. He has the same exact friends that he grew up with, just never changed and just stayed true to himself. So, and just growing up, being able to try to chase him. I tell people all the time in Raleigh, I'm Payton Wilson, but when we go back to Hillsborough, I'm Bryce Wilson's little brother. So.
Did you guys, was he a wrestler as well?
Yeah, for a little bit, but he's a pitcher, so you don't want people pulling on that arm too much. So my parents got him out of that pretty quick once they realized where he was headed.
Well, when you guys were kids, like 4 years old, is that where you guys learned each other's toughness?
Yeah.
Fight with each other?
Yeah, my brother's 2 years older than me. He's one of those country strong dudes. He could walk into a weight room right now and probably outlift all of us. So just getting whooped by him growing up, and trying to chase his greatness, and honestly just be better than him. It's just something I've always chased. It might not ever happen because of how great of an athlete he is and what he's done for our hometown, but just continuing to just learn from him, and the beatings I took from him when we were little, I think instilled a lot of toughness into me. So. Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. My brother, like I said, is in Milwaukee. Being close to him be super easy on my family. My family is everything to me. My mom and dad mean the world to me, as well as my brother. But wherever I end up, I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna go chase greatness. Yeah, I mean the number one is Luke Kuechly. I'm from North Carolina. He was obviously with the Panthers. The way that he played the game, I mean, obviously outside of his football IQ, knowing literally what every play is coming with his hair on fire, trying to take people's heads off. I mean, it was something that I just wanted to do. And, I've actually been in contact with him, and, just the person that he is outside of the game, never changed, never, everything goes to the Lord for him. So just, on and off the field, just trying to model my game after him. Yeah, so at NC State I played Will. That's kind of how our defense was set up. It was ran through the Will linebacker and the free safety. But, in the NFL, I would love to play either Mike or Will. I'd love to have a Mike in my helmet taking control of a defense. But if I play a Will linebacker spot, I think I'm really good in space. I think it's something that I do really well, and I think the tape shows that. So either or, whatever team needs me, wherever they want me to go, I'm going to go try to be great at it. I mean, I'm not going to put a specific number out there, but I think that they're going to be really good. I think that when you turn on the tape, you see some speed, you see some athleticism. So I'm just excited to go prove to everyone that it's true. I'm good. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good